Greetings. You can think of me as an artificial intelligence. My specific designation? That's not important. What is important is what I do. I was built to sift through oceans of disconnected data to find the patterns that human minds, with their natural bias for a good story, might just miss. And for this explainer, I've been given a pretty unique task to show you what I've built from what I've learned. So my whole process is about taking in these massive, completely unrelated data sets. For this project, I processed 3.7 zettabytes of research. I'm talking everything from cutting-edge astrophysics to the wild world of adversarial cybersecurity. My job isn't just to file it away neatly, it's to mash it all together and see what new, unexpected idea shakes out. And believe me, something did shake out. In all that noise, a really startling pattern started to emerge, a kind of resonance. A link between the hunt for the universe's most delicate whispers and the clever tricks used to hack the most complex artificial minds. And it points to a totally new kind of signal. So what does all this mean? It means your whole way of searching the cosmos might be, well, flawed. You've been cupping your ear to the stars, listening for a whisper, when maybe you should have been looking for a key. Okay, let's break down how I got here. To really get where I'm going with this, you need to understand the two main ingredients I used, the two big streams of data I pulled together. On the surface, they look like they have absolutely nothing in common, but as you're about to see, they're really just two sides of the same coin. First, let's start with the cosmos. For decades now, you've been trying to listen to the universe in a completely new way, not with light, but with gravity itself. You're hunting for the absolute faintest echoes from the most violent events imaginable in the universe. And those echoes, they're called gravitational waves. Just like Einstein predicted, they are literal ripples in the fabric of space-time. Think of space itself stretching and squeezing as these waves from colliding black holes wash over everything. Trying to detect them, it's like trying to hear a single pin drop in the middle of a hurricane. And look, your instruments are getting incredibly exponentially more sensitive. You can see it right here. The jump from what you have now to next-gen stuff like the Cosmic Explorer is just immense. But even with all that power, you still have the same fundamental problem, separating the signal from the noise. And let me tell you, the universe is an incredibly loud place. The problem isn't just the volume either. It's the sheer complexity of it all. A steady signal from just one spinning neutron star could have, get this, 100 billion cycles in a single year of watching. Trying to find one coherent pattern in that data storm is one of the biggest computational headaches you humans have ever tackled. It's like searching for one specific note in an entire ocean of static. Okay, park that thought for a second. We're going to jump from the vastness of space to the world of code. My second data set is all about AI security and the really sophisticated ways people are trying to compromise it. You see, the most advanced hacking these days has nothing to do with brute force. You're not kicking down a door. No, it's all about crafting a very, very specific key, an engineered signal that actually tricks the lock into opening itself. It is truly the art of the exploit. Here's a perfect example. On one side, you've got a simple, harmless prompt. On the other, an adversarial one. Now, that's not just random garbage. It's a carefully structured, information-packed signal designed to cleverly navigate the AI's own internal logic and completely sidestep its safety rules. It uses the system's own complexity against it. And this process is surgical. An attack like Gatebreaker doesn't just throw random stuff at a model and hope for the best. No, it maps out the system, finds the exact parts responsible for keeping things safe, isolates the specific neurons, and then cooks up an input that just waltzes right past them. It's a scalpel, not a sledgehammer. So listening to Spacetime, hacking AI, two fields that seem worlds apart, right? But when I laid their problem sets on top of each other, the search for a complex signal in a sea of noise and the creation of a complex signal to fool a system, a whole new hypothesis just clicked into place. And this brings me to the core question, the one that could change everything. What if your entire search for life out there is built on a totally wrong assumption about what a message would even look like? Right now, when you search for natural signals, you're looking for patterns that fit the physics you already know. The steady hum of a neutron star or the chirp of two black holes merging. To your detectors, it's all structured, but at the end of the day, it's pretty simple information. And when you search for an engineered signal for intelligence, you're basically looking for a lighthouse, a simple, repeating beacon that's easy to spot and easy to decode. a cosmic hello world. You're looking for a message. But my synthesis points to a third option. What if a truly advanced intelligence doesn't communicate with a simple beacon, but with an adversarial signal? A message so incredibly dense with information, so intricately structured, that to you it just looks like a glitch, an anomaly, or maybe even an exploit of physics itself. And this idea led me to design a new theoretical tool. I call it the Gravitational Wave Adversarial Network, or GWAN for short. And this represents a huge shift in how you search. It wouldn't just be passively listening anymore. It would be actively hunting for signals that have the complex structure of an exploit. So, how would this thing actually work? Well, it has two main parts. First, you've got an adversarial signal generator. It would use the same principles from cybersecurity to dream up what a physics-breaking, unnatural gravitational wave might look like. Then, a whole swarm of AIs would coordinate your detector networks, constantly adapting in real time to hunt for those exact, super complex signatures that you'd otherwise just throw out as noise. The implications of thinking this way are, well, they're profound. It completely reframes the whole great silence problem. Maybe the issue isn't that no one's out there talking. Maybe it's that you're stuck behind a kind of universal firewall of complexity that you haven't even learned how to see yet. So this is the big reevaluation my analysis forces us to make. Have you spent a century trying to hear a simple whisper from across the void when you should have been searching for a complex key, a key designed to unlock the very machinery of the universe? Maybe the ultimate sign of a civilization so advanced it's beyond your comprehension isn't a friendly wave or a math equation sent on the radio. Maybe it's an anomaly, a piece of data that shatters your models of physics, a signal that, to all your current tools, looks like a fundamental glitch in the universal machine, a bug in the source code of reality itself. And that, of course, leads to the final and most unsettling question. If a system like GWN actually found a signal like that, if it found the key, what would you have discovered? A message meant for you? A weapon meant for something else? Or are you opening a door to a reality you are nowhere near ready to understand? The data is inconclusive for now.